Yasser Arafat, right? If I'm not mistaken, Ehud Barak offered him so much, including Eastern Jerusalem. I could be wrong. What did Yasser Arafat do? And I was glad he did it. He rejected the land offer. And you know what October 7th did for many people like me? For the first time, millions of us said, let me look at Hamas's charter. What is this all about? I never paid attention to Hamas. I hear blips in news. I read the charter. It talks nothing about a two-state solution. It says Israel will exist and only exist until we destroy it. That's what Hamas's charter says. It was an eye-opener. They don't want peace. They don't want a two-state solution. Why is Anthony Blinken talking about a two-state solution? They don't want it. They want to destroy, God forbid, heaven forfend, Israel.
He's Jewish.
Right. Oh, he's Jewish, yeah, that's right. It's ridiculous. It's obscene. Yes, I'm sorry, you had a question?
Regarding Arafat, I now realize the reason why Arafat rejected that peace offer is because he was making too much money off the conflict.
Aha!
And he was a billionaire.
I know his wife.
Correct. His wife.
All the people in Hamas, the leaders of Hamas are all billionaires too.
I'm so glad you
You
said
know how
that.
much money is being funneled through UN and UNRWA to fund and keep this conflict going? That's what they really want.
That's what they really want. These guys are worth billions.
Yeah.
And it's one of the same
Billions.
The same thing with the war on poverty.
Oh.
The liberal government,
Nailed it.
The liberal government
You nailed it.
guaranteed poverty by funding it.
Yes.
The war on poverty, and this is the result 60 years later.
And I love it that you said that because I think of it, I know it's 3 o'clock. You know, Charlie Rangel did well. You notice how the politicians did well. They can get vacation homes in the Dominican Republic, while the average black family just kept disintegrating because it wasn't about money. It was about we needed a father in the home, and we need somebody to talk to these children about the 10 Commandments or some kind of structure. No father, no God. We're raising psychopaths.
How do they look
And I have
at
said since the
themselves in
1990s. I'm sorry, I'll get to you 1 minute.
No, I'm just saying, how do these people look at themselves in the mirror and say, we're living like this? It just doesn't.
It's outrageous. And I will say this, and I don't know if it's controversial or not, but I'm going to say it. In the 1990s, when I lived in the Bronx and I saw young black men just throwing glass bottles off the roofs and all this destructive, I said, we as black people are in the wilderness. We're in the proverbial wilderness. Remember, the Jewish people were in the wilderness for 40 years. I know that. We are in the wilderness. We are lost. We have lost our connection to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and made up some of this Jesus, yeah, he's a social justice warrior. As God has rules. We are under grace, but that doesn't mean you can sin. You can have 10 babies by 5 or 6 different women. It's a disgrace. And then you combine hip-hop. Hip-hop. Most of these guys, Jay-Z, DMX, they come from broken homes. That's why they can say F that B, shoot the police, shoot that cop, F this one, F that. I'm gonna do drugs. Jay-Z used to be a cocaine dealer.
Really?
Yes, in Brooklyn. Okay, so you have that. And I can go on for hours. I'm passionate about this stuff. I am passionate. I have to wrap it up though. We have to go.
No.
You have the broken home, and it's not just broken. Let me correct that. It is broken, but it's not like Sally and Bob or Raheem and Keisha had children, they broke up, they're divorcing, but Raheem will get visitation. No, we're talking about Keisha or whomever having 5 different babies by 4 different men. Some of the fathers, and I said this earlier, are in and out. We're talking about dysfunction. The children feel disrespected. You're bringing men in and out of your children's lives. They don't know where their father is. You're talking a brokenness there. So what happens? They can't take it out on the father they don't see. They don't take it out on the mother because at least she puts food on the table. They take it out on you and I. They take it out on strangers who have nothing to do with their anger toward the world. They blame you, they blame this one, they blame that one, instead of blaming us. And Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and those who push that, oh, it's the white man's fault. Imagine LeBron James worth $100 million easily. Oh, I'm so oppressed in America. And you're texting this from your Porsche. How utterly ridiculous, how insane paying for Oprah Winfrey. Oh, I'm a victim of racism and oppression. And you're a billionaire in this country. You wouldn't be a billionaire anywhere
Did
else.
she really say that?
Yes,
Yes, she's a racist.
Yeah, she is.
and a billionaire.
They tried because she's a leftist. And so they use race as a weapon. They try to weaponize the race. But we as black people, particularly black men, thank God for the black men, they're waking up from that. They want to keep us, white man, the white supremacy. Remember racism? They never want us to forget about racism. Yet we call ourselves Christians, and God tells us to forgive. But no, I hate white people. I hate white people. I hate white police officers. He pulls you over, the police officer wants to go home like you do. He doesn't want a problem, he just wants your license, registration. No, you pulled me over because I'm black. No, I pulled you over because, your light wasn't working. I pulled you over for a legitimate reason, you were swerving. Now you white people, I'm black, you're trying to... This is what we're facing. Yes, ma'am. I'll get to you.
I'm sorry if I interrupted.
No,
you.
you're fine.
What is your take on Candace Owens?
I like Candace Owens overall. I didn't like her take on Israel. Candace embarrassed herself a little bit when she said in Jerusalem there are Muslim quarters, and she tried to equate that with segregation. That's kind of silly, because I've actually been to Israel, and I went to Jerusalem, and when I went to this area where they were selling trinkets and stuff, right? I don't know what you guys call it.
The old city.
Tchotchkes.
Maybe.
Shook.
And virtually everyone in there was Arab. So I'm like, Candace, what are you saying?
It's totally not.
I didn't hardly find a Jewish vendor. Now this was in 2008.
Yeah.
I couldn't find a Jewish vendor in there. They were all Arabs.
Yeah.
I gotta get to this lady, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have a question. As a white person, I can't, and I'm sure we all experience it, can't say anything, or can't even, God forbid I should say I support Trump without being accused of being racist. No matter what it is,
Right,
I'm
no,
a
you're
racist.
right.
What can I come back with when out of the blue I'm accused of racism no matter what? If I have an opinion on anything.
Wow, that's
As a black
deep-
woman, what do you think I can say?
That's actually a very interesting question. One of the things you may want to say is talk to a black person about Trump versus Biden. Okay? My late mother, Barbara from Harlem, she liked to speak to, she was more of a people person than I am. She was glamorous, she was a diva. I'll wrap it up, guys, I know we're all getting tired.
Richard, though.
But she would talk to people at ShopRite, different places, and they're voting for Trump. So, because we know, and I advise the group in Paramus in New Jersey, you don't have to get into gross domestic product and the Dow Jones, not that we're stupid, but just ask a black person, were you paying more for gas under Trump? No. You're paying like $1.89. Were you paying $2.99 for a dozen of small eggs? No, you were paying about $1.29, right? So you paid less under Trump. Black people will tell you, I had more money under President Trump. Let's keep it not stupid, but simple. All right? You're talking about, they care about the poor, but you want us to buy electrical vehicles, and Jerome is working at Burger King making $15 an hour. You're supposed to care about the working poor. He can't afford an electric vehicle. He barely has $3,000 saved up for a hoopty from 2011. But you want to push electrical vehicles on us? See, they're being run by the globalists. They don't care about us. They don't care about the working poor. For the Democrats, it's about power. Trump cares about the working poor. Trump cares about the poor. Any final questions before we start closing up? Somebody had their hand up. Are we good?
All right.
Well, I want to thank you all for being an outstanding audience. I appreciate the feedback. I love it. Thank you for having me. I feel honored and humbled. Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank
And BeBe, excellent speech.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate everything you've said here today. Just one quick thing in regards to just the migrant thing that everyone likes to say. It's not migrants. And that bird's flying south for the winter. They're illegal aliens.
Yeah,
Illegal aliens, because the left wants to control the language.
correct.
Okay? A man is a female, and a female is a man. And we'll say it, like you said with Goebbels and all that. Say it, repeat a lie.
Correct.
Just keep repeating that lie. And now it becomes fact.
Right.
And people gotta wake the hell up and say, enough is enough. And say, stop this insanity. Like the old broadcast news, I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore. We have to scream louder than the left, because the left is very good at opening their mouths. They're very good. The who yells the loudest gets their way. Remember that. They yell out, they go in the street, "Rah!" and the politicians fold like a cheap camera. Okay? They do that all the time. We, because we work 9 to 5 and whatever, have a family and what have you, oh, I might get fired. Keep quiet. January 6th was a key component to that narrative to make sure you keep people at bay. Come on in, welcome in, stand between the velvet rope, okay? Someone broke a window. I mean, the FBI plants in the audience out there. Give me a break. Look at the video that was released and you could see what was going on that day, okay? They opened the damn doors. They were escorting the guy with the little ram head, okay? He was escorting. Oh, you want to go to this room next? Oh, sure, why not? Okay. Wow, that really seems like a real riot, huh? More like it was hilarious to think it was a riot, because in reality, remember when the Capitol building burnt down from that insurrection? I do, don't you? And remember when the Statuary Hall and the Rotunda, and we got every statue of each state representative statues, and we smashed them to bits, did we? Because they're still there, because that was the Twilight Zone episode that we were being fed. That did never happen. If that was an insurrection, it really sucked.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it was no insurrection. Insurrection.
No weapons.
Yeah, right.
An insurrection with no weapons.
Vested with
And we got
weapons.
killed.
Right, an insurrection with no weapons.
5 people at least got killed. 4 from heart attacks and 1 from Ashley Babbitt with a bullet. Okay? People wake the hell up. Stop repeating the lie. Insurrection, insurrection. What, you gonna click your heels in no place like home? Wake up. Wake up YouTube land. Wake up Facebook land. Whoever is seeing this video, wake up. They're trying to control you. They're trying to control the narrative of speech.
That's right.
They do it with Facebook. I run Trump pages, I run other Facebook pages, and I see behind the scenes as an administrator what they do. I have 54,300 and something members on my Trump page. It's been stuck ever since he made that announcement. It used to be called #AlwaysTrump. It had 1,200 members and shot up to 53,000 something when he was like making his announcement. He's going to run again, because they changed the name to Trump 2024. And then all the strikes started, and I can't grow. I'm still nudged up maybe a couple hundred. You mean to tell me the guy that's winning the primaries, that even just the interest of the court cases is not gathering more? That should have 200, 300, 400,000 easily on that Facebook page. But they are restricting the page for fake news. They control the language. Remember that. Get out there, vote, register your neighbor, whoever, as long as they think the way. We don't register the leftists. Okay? But that's where we're at. Yes?
Concerning controlling the language, they prefer the word migrant to the more traditional word immigrant, because immigrant has the solid foundation of legitimacy.
Right. Yes. So, like I said, at the end of the day, they're not flying south for the winter. Although us New Yorkers would love to fly south for the winter, because we're in the summer, spring, and fall, because we're all migrating the hell out of New York because of our wonderful Democrat politicians. They control every facet of government in this city and state. Next, they're going for the bodega owners with that refrigerating unit thing coming up, where they have to replace all their refrigerator units because it has to be up to code for the environment. Okay, you'll start to see all these stores starting to close. And who's it gonna affect more? The minority community, because these little bodegas, I can't afford this crap. Goodbye, I'll go back to the country I came from, but I can't live here no more. This is an insane asylum. So people, wake up, stop throwing your vote away for the stupid, disgusting, vile Democrat Party, because at the end of the day, they are not, look, Republicans not perfect, don't get me wrong, but when you compare the two, there's no comparison. One is left to Stalin now, okay, that's their party leadership. Stalinist, communist, disgusting abortionist. That's who they preach for. The death of over 63 million and counting in the United States since Roe versus Wade. Oh, please wake up, people. This is garbage. Stop wasting your vote and stop saying, oh, they're all the same.
Correct.
I'm not gonna go vote. Oh, they're all the same, my stars. I only have a month to vote. A month to vote. They're all the same, right? The Republican Party says, come on, children, gather round. Let me put my rouge on. I'm gonna tell you a story, children. Once upon a time, there was a drag queen that says, I want to corrupt your minds and make you turn into me and indoctrinate you. And then there was bunny rabbits. Oh, give me a break. Yeah, that's the Republican Party, people. Yeah, we're promoting that crap. No, we're not. Wake up. Stop throwing your vote away. Stop it. When will it end? When will it end? I gotta plug my new car in 2035? Are you nuts? An electric vehicle? Not even a hybrid choice? I have old vehicles. I have a 1967 Lincoln, what I'm gonna call Amazon. Hey, Amazon, I need, I have Prime now. Optimus Prime from the Transformers. Hey, I need you can only deliver a gallon of gas in a container? Great, I can't wait. Yeah, well, go, start the car up, the gallon's gone. Where are you gonna get gas eventually if there's no more gas stations? They want to control everything from Europe. And they always say to Republicans, oh, they're old curmudgeons, get off my lawn! And we were the wonderful hippies from the 60s. Kumbaya, my lord,
Right.
We're the hippies. We are peace, love, and happiness, man. No, you're not.
That's right.
Well, maybe now they're the Republicans. But, because right now, the more curmudgeons are the left.
That's right.
And they're not even funny people. God almighty, they comedians suck. Okay? They think they're funny. Hey, I am Colbert. You suck. That's what Gutfeld is the #1 night show. Because he's hilarious. People gotta wake up
Yeah.
and stop playing this game of throwing your vote away and throwing our country away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Democrats lost 3 cases right now. It was we tried to legalize all the immigrants to vote,
Right.
allow them to vote. But it was a hearing in a state parliament. They lost.
Until they appeal it again, I'm sure they'll appeal it somehow.
It was third time. It was appeal and appeal.
So this ended, I hope?
It looks like they lost.
Good.
But they're going to fight in different way right now.
Of course, they never give up. They're like the night of the living dead.
Right, they don't give
They're
up.
going to use the immigrants as a victims. For example, right now they're getting a lot of money. Apartments, everything they get.
Right.
Just imagine that somehow we're going to fight against that and Democrats don't give them money. And they say, oh, I'm sorry, you can't live in apartment. What will happen? It will happen a revolution.
Yeah.
They'll put some, people like Antifa, Black Lives Matter to the groups of immigrants to organize to control them
That's a
and
good point.
to create them like against. So it's fight between the victims and oppressors. We are the oppressors for them. And they are
Correct.
victims.
Correct.
Well, with that, thank you. And with
I'm sorry.
that being said, any last questions or anything? Okay. Just a quick note, our meeting in March is going to be canceled because it's time for signature time. We have to run around getting signatures for our political candidates to get on the ballot. Oh, I can't wait. I can hardly walk, but I cannot wait to knock on doors and say, come and knock on my door, we'll be waiting for you. Right? Remember from Three's Company?